what happened Monday night on Kill Tony? Everyone is, well, look, it's been a busy week for politics. Trump, they tried to take him out. Shot him in the ear. Didn't get much of the ear. He's his ear's bleeding. They kind of didn't take him down right away, so it kind of looked like a high school theater stage crew trying to should we take this table off? Wait, leave 2 of the chairs. Wait, what's going on? I think this is scene 5. Scene 5 already happened. This is scene 10. Damn it, Gerald. This is why you always drink. So I'm 17. Well, you sound 50. So it looked like it looked a little off right there. I was like, why would you hold him on stage when he's being shot at? That being said, he pops up with blood. People died. Wild. Presidents have not been assassinated for a long time or even attempted. So that has just fired everyone up. So now we're bleeding into, that was on Friday. Thursday, Friday. Now we're getting through the weekend. By the way, 5 sold-out shows at the La Jolla Comedy Store in San Diego. Holy shit, I've been there 15 times. First time selling it out. Thanks for the love, San Diego. You guys are rock stars. We'll be back. Maybe with the Dr. Phil live show, maybe with something else, but I love that club. Shout out to the staff and all the people that came out to sell out 5 fucking shows. So fun. Then Monday comes around, and okay. So if you haven't seen Kill Tony from this past Monday, I went on as Joe Biden, and Shane Gillis went on as Donald Trump, and it was fucking bananas. And basically what's happening is people are loving it and commenting and messaging me. And you know, I guess I should tell you how it all went down. So I was scheduled to do Kill Tony on Monday, July 8th. And I was in Seattle because we did 2 sold-out shows for Dr. Phil Live at the Aladdin Theater in Portland, Oregon. Thank you to everybody that came out. Those episodes are coming soon. Harlan Williams came up. We had Kyle Kinane, Danger Aaron from Jackass. Wild. Then we went to Seattle the next night and had Joel McHale, Rick Riz, the voice of the Seattle Mariners, the fucking Rain Man, Sean Kemp, the Fishmongers, Blad and Craig from the Seattle Pike's Place Market, tossing fish into the crowd. We had Cliff Averill from the Seahawks, and my white rapper brother-in-law, Dirte, to close it out. Sold out. All 3 shows sold out. Coming soon to YouTube. Had a blast. We'll get back to all that later. Then I go to San Diego with my wife's fam to kick it for a little bit. Shout out to the Ondas for taking care of us. And then Tony's like, I need you. Monday, Kill Tony. We got to do it. I'm coming down. I'm flying from San Diego to Austin to promote my special. Like and subscribe. If you haven't seen my special here on YouTube, it's called Like and Subscribe, and I hope you check it out. Going down to promote that. And then Tony, on, let's say, Thursday, and Kill Tony's Monday, Tony hits me up and goes, I need you to call me. I call him. Do you think you and your makeup gal can come down and you can do Joe Biden on Monday? The debate was wild. Everyone's talking about it. I go, fuck, dude. Well, truth be told, our makeup gal, Jen Aspinall, who does all my film makeup, Elaine, Jeremy, she's a gangster, SNL, Mad TV, Westworld, Winning Time, Emmys, Oscars. She's a beast. I go, she actually got really sick in Seattle, and we had to take her to the ER, and she was so sick, and she's on her deathbed right now. I don't know if I can ask her. Time is of the essence. We got to go. Shane Gillis might stay back an extra day and go on as Trump, and it's you as Biden and Shane as Trump. We got to make it happen. I'm like, holy shit, I have to do what I can do to make this happen. He goes, I don't care what it costs. Send me a bill. Let's fucking figure it out. And that's Tony, man. Doing whatever it takes, knowing how big this could be, and you just want the opportunity to do it, man. That's a big part of what we do in this business. Just give me the opportunity to fucking knock something out of the park. And let me also go out of my way to put all the pieces in order. So I hit up Jen. She's like, oh, I need to get a wig. I'd have to do this. I have to track this down. I'm going to have to build a Biden wig. And push comes to shove. We get her flights. We get her hotels. Her friend Heather, who's also a beast, comes down to help out. They get in on Sunday. I get in on Monday. I go right from the airport to the makeup chair. We've never done Biden. I've done Biden voice in my stand-up act. Hey guys, hey, what are we doing? Hey, come on, hey, come on, hey, we're putting one front, we'll put in reverse, we'll put in park, hey, we're parking, we're parkouring, reverse it, reverse cowgirl, double downward dog, double dare, double share. I believe in love. Do you believe in love after love, life after love? So I'm doing that in my act, but I haven't done him live. I haven't done full makeup, prosthetic, bald cap, Joe Biden for anything of substance, right? Phil, before the Phil show at the Comedy Store, Jeremiah Watkins and I had done these lost episodes during COVID, so I'd fucked around with that a little bit to find some part of what I thought this caricature would be. So with Biden, I'm in the makeup chair. Shane comes in. He's getting into Trump. He's like, I go, dude, as little as or as much as you want, because I haven't done Biden before. People have seen you do Trump. They're gonna see you. They're gonna put it together quicker than they would with me. I need to really look like him. He's like, dude, I'm here. But whatever's best for the show, however much you want. Couldn't have been more of a gangster. And Shane's done Trump on SNL and on his sketch show, but not like this for 2 hours. We both hadn't done either of these characters for 2 hours riffing live. That's what's different and cool. SNL, 12 to 15 minute political sketch up top, rehearsed. This was just off the cuff for 2 hours, baby. Shane and I didn't plan shit, and it was cool to be in the room with him, just to hang. We don't get to kick it a lot, being on different coasts and whatnot, but we're talking through. I'm practicing the walk in front of him. At one point, I'm just shuffling around the room while he's getting the makeup, and I hear him start laughing because he's like, dude, this is just so funny. I can't wait. And then we start talking to each other in character, kind of finding, it. And he's like, let's hear your voice. What's this? And then he's like, dude, you gotta get the face. I totally had forgotten about the Biden face. So I really started doing that. And then I was like, finding things to play with, right? Because he's coming in with Trump energy. It's a recognizable. He's done it before. He's so good. He's so dialed in. He was so in the pocket too. I mean, we got each other to break a few times, which was fun, but that's because it was all happening for the first time for us as well. But he really, was like, oh, you got to get you got to have things to play with. And I was like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna do this, and I got the glasses on and off. I can do, a laugh. There was the side smile is really what I think drove a lot of moments home, because in between, I couldn't be fumbling and bumbling the whole time. Trump's got energy, vocal energy. It's just everything's, and then I couldn't just be a waste of space. I couldn't just, fade away in the background. I also had to have some energy, but, I definitely was the Spade to his Farley, more or less, right? Like, we couldn't both be going hard in the paint. So finding those pockets and those moments to really assist him, sometimes just mirror what he's doing, and then also find moments to jab and create my own moments, right? Getting up, putting the jacket on the kid with inside out arms, who was hilarious. Did the little dance off, just anything, right? Finding ways to be active is always, I think, a big deal on that show. And listening too, right? And I felt really, I've been doing Phil for a few years now, so I feel really confident to be in that world and that guy and be improvising, but challenging myself to stay in character the whole time. And even when I'm listening, just getting the smile going, just to kind of show that I was engaged, I think I've been getting messages from some of you guys, which I appreciate all the messages, by the way, but some people being like, just watching you smile or listen was like really entertaining. So I appreciate that. Because I tried to just be locked in the whole time, which was so funny, because then Shane and I would just look at each other sometimes and just start laughing, because we were like, what the fuck are we doing, dude? This is so wild. What a weird job. But what a fun job, And that's why we were doing it. Tony was having a blast, dude. Tony was laughing harder than I've ever heard him laugh on a Kill Tony episode. Really in life. Like guttural, belly laughing. And he was so happy. We had a really sweet moment backstage where he's like, I'm going to get emotional. I'm kind of getting emotional, And I was like, me too, man. We've known each other for coming up on 20 years. Comedy Store parking lot, 6 people in the crowd. Just doing it, man. And we've both just created these worlds for ourselves, but also have found a way to connect them and to still look at somebody and just see the person you started with and kind of then be like, look at what we're doing now. Like, how awesome is this? It was a really, really cool moment, and super proud of them, of what they've created. You know, there's people that don't like Kill Tony. Yeah, that's fine. There's a lot of people that it's their thing every week. They build, you know, couples watch it. People fly in to try to go see it, buy tickets months in advance, and it's like, it's obviously become a staple in the comedy world. It's a thing. I mean, what he did on the Brady Roast and the live streams and the form at Madison Square Garden they're doing coming up, it clearly has created an audience that is unlike anything we've seen. But that being said, comedy is all subjective, right? So there's still people that are going to be like, I don't get it, I don't like it, whatever it is. But what you have to at least appreciate is somebody. Consistency is key in any business, but in the entertainment business, consistency, man, getting reps of everything we're doing. And you know, when he was hosting the potluck at the Comedy Store, that was getting him such great experience to start finding out who he was on stage and what his thing was, and roasting and you know, the potluck at the Comedy Store, people were doing 3 minutes. So, and that's where I think he got the idea for Kill Tony, because it's like, oh wow, what if you got to do this, but people were doing 1 minute? Because Tony got real good at bringing people up and talking to them for a little bit, and even on stage and roasting them, but also toasting them, which is, I think the hit 'em hug 'em thing is really important on that show, but also just in comedy when you're you know, poking somebody a little bit, you gotta kill it with kindness if you can. That's my take anyway. I never like to just completely berate and put somebody down. It's like you find that balance. You hit them and hug them. But man, the moments we got to have once we walked into the Mothership, Shane and I got picked up. And we walk around back, and the first few staff guys that greeted us were like, holy shit. And Shane and I were just kind of looking at each other like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And it was cool too to have a handful of moments with Shane like, dude, this is awesome. Like, and we were in the green room, we walked into the Mothership, it's packed. Tony just immediately loses it. Derek Poston's there, Hassan, Hans, David Lucas, Casey Rock, everyone's the Kill Tony band, Red Band, Adam Egget, the booker, everyone was just like, holy shit, this is going to be fucking nuts. And then Shane and I kind of started talking a little bit, and he's like, you're an idiot, Joe. Joe, you're an idiot. And I was just like, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot. You're the sucker. You want to suck it? You suck a dick. I'll suck your dick. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? So we really just couldn't stop laughing at how one another looked. And so we're in the green room, we're joking around, and then Tony sits us down and walks us through, all right, this is what's going to happen. Here's what we're doing for the show. And then he's like, let's go for it, man. Let's have a blast. And then Yoni, shout out to Yoni, producer of Kill Tony, with Christy, I go, I think aviators. Oh, Shane actually says, like, you're going to have aviators. And I was like, fuck, let me hit up Yoni. 2 pairs waiting for me to try on. I walked in as Biden without the aviators. Everybody was like going nuts, and then I slipped them on, and it got like this huge pop, and I was like, oh, I got to wear them on stage. That honestly is what gave me the like, all right, like, also after doing Elaine and Phil and myself, it's like, not that my eyes are super recognizable, but like, it's just another thing to differ it apart from the other stuff, right? And Joe wears them, and it was like a cool thing to contrast with Trump, and I thought because he is a little older and fumbly that the glasses would kind of cool him up a little, and it was a fun bit to kind of take them off from time to time and just do the Biden eyes, you know. Biden eyes, which is the follow-up to Hungry Eyes. Biden eyes, you don't know if he's awake or asleep. Biden eyes. And so we get out to the backstage of the Comedy Mothership. Ron White's there too, so sweet. He was like, that was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Hey, you're fucking, I didn't know you could do it, Joe Biden. I've seen Shane's Trump. I didn't know you could do a Biden. Ron is so sweet, so funny. Awesome to have him there. You know, such a gangster in the comedy biz. So performing for people like that is just extra cool. It makes all of it extra cool. You're an idiot if you say it's not. So we're back there. Tony, we're having a moment. We go out. The whole plan was I'm walking out. I'm doing a bit for a few minutes, and then I get a 4 more years chant going, and then blackout, and the Trump video plays, and here comes fucking Shane And fucking, I mean, holy shit. Knowing that was going to happen was a cool moment. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that Shane was coming out and nobody had any idea. Shout out to Scotty Gibson McVader on Instagram, who does all the flyers for KT. Just a graphic wizard. And, you know, they made that post with Biden and Trump, and so people had no clue. I mean, there were people that were like, it's probably the actual Trump, and maybe this person is Biden. I saw a lot of thoughts. And then finally it started to get more dialed in. It was like, Ray is Biden, Gillis is Trump. Let's go. And Shane walks out, roof just blown off the fucking mothership. And then I said to him at one point, I was like, we should like shake hands, like just to get one little like I'm going to stand up, like let's just have a little moment. And there's a great clip right away. Shane just looks, because he texted me today too. He was like, after watching back the episode, he's like, when we were in the moment, he's like, I wasn't looking at you a lot. You know, when we were, it was, you know, we were just both laughing at each other for what was happening. But he's like, man, it was so funny to watch all the little mannerisms you were doing. But right when he first looked at me, you know, and I'm just holding the fucking Biden face, and he just kind of lost it. And then we just sat down and just listened and riffed and tried to add on to what the other person was doing. You know, he's obviously, dude, he ripped it on SNL. He was going to be on there for a reason. His sketch show is great. His stand-up's great. He's great with people on and off stage. I've seen him both, and he's just a great guy that's in the bit boat, and he yes-ands, and he listens really well. And that is so imperative for Kill Tony, especially if you have someone else that you're jamming with. And we didn't know what our dynamic was going to be, but we really found some cool spots to like really go back and forth. All the Jurassic Park jokes that he was doing and calling back to those, and just trying to echo when he would say, you know, the Trader Joe thing was great. I had a missed opportunity. I thought it, and it went away real quick when he was like, you know, Tony was like, so where do you work? And she was like, Trader Joe's. And he was like, Trader Joe, that's what we call this guy, Trader Joe. And I was going to go, at least I don't want to fuck my daughter, you know, which fucking missed opportunity. I just took it, though. Sometimes you also want to, like, let the joke sit and have that be the moment. People kind of went nuts, so it was like, you know, going tit for tat is good, too. And then I think I just, even more self-deprecating, was like, I feel like I just ran up some stairs, you know. Still getting something in, but kind of, you know, letting that joke be celebrated. But that's the fun of being up there and trying to really figure out when to chime in, when to hold back. You have, you know, timing's everything. So you got moments to decide what you're going to do or not do, which is the challenge of it, right? And why reps is so important to any part of comedy, just so you feel comfy in that moment. Doing Kill Tony a bunch, yeah, doing characters made me definitely more trusting of myself, but I'm still going up there being like, fuck, I've never done a Joe. This is a completely new, and sustaining that voice for 2+ hours. You know, again, I'm confident to do it, but like haven't done it. So you're still finding, you know, like, but knowing that you had somebody that was in the boat with you helped a lot. And and when Shane was like, that kid comes out with the arms, that was so funny, man. And he was so funny, too. He crushed. Confidence is big with Kill Tony. You can see in the interviews and some of the bucket pulls when people really take a step back and they don't, you know, they're just uneasy. And it's, you know, it's a big stage, and you know how many people are watching and what maybe a little boost you could get from it. So I understand fully why people kind of clam up. But that kid, wish I could remember his name, but he just fucking ripped it. Anyway, awesome night. Please, if you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. Kill Tony, Gillis is Trump, me as Biden, and it's so fun. And I can't see how that won't be the last time we do that. I think it's already got almost 3 million views as I'm recording this on Wednesday. No, today's Tuesday, so it came out yesterday. When you watch this, it'll be Wednesday, so 2 days ago. It's close to 3 million, which Red Band told me is the fastest viewed Kill Tony they've ever done. So that's cool. And it's also cool that, you know, all the people that are seeing it. I can't respond to all the DMs fast enough, which is very cool. But also fucking it takes a lot of time to do. But I'm trying to get back to everybody because I pride myself in doing that. And there's some people that are now following me or sending me messages that are Kill Tony fans, athletes and chefs, and some guy's making a baseball bat for me, which is fucking awesome. Some guy makes tables because I talked about on a podcast of how I'm envious of Joe Rogan as a table guy. So this guy's gonna do a table for me, I think. Anyway, so fun. Thank you to the KT audience, the fans. You guys are insane. And that was just one of the most fun come together at the last minute. Shout out to Jen Aspinall and Heather for flying out last minute and putting it all together and crushing it. It does make a difference. Tony was like, look, if we can't get them, I'll find some local makeup artists in Austin. And I was like, can't do that, man. Like, Jen's the gal, dude. She's just the goat for character prosthetics and makeup. And you hey man, you practice how you play whatever the fucking saying is. You got to jam with the best, and they're the best, so had to do it. Paid dividends, man. Shane looking like Trump, instead of just putting on a little, it's the extra level of commitment too. I think you guys really respond to that.